Hello everyone, welcome to Cinema Snacks, the show where we talk about what to eat at the movies. I'm your host, Caramel Thunder, and guys, we're going back to the theater. No, not that theater, not the actual real theater. I don't think that happens till a little while, and even then, you probably don't want to eat snacks in a tight enclosed theater anyway when they open up. No, tonight, I'm going to the drive-in. That's right. There's a drive-in. Well, not really a drive-in. There is an event center in this town that is opening up its parking lot and projecting a movie and doing a drive-in like thing. There's going to be some catering there. There's going to be food you can order. But you know how we roll. We sneak stuff in, contraband style. So tonight I will be we'll be watching Knives Out, and I'm gonna be showing you guys what I'm gonna be sneaking in. Now, the benefit of a drive-in theater, of course, is you can bring in whatever kind of food you want. They don't care what you eat, even less than movie theaters do. That being said, I'm going to try to make this as close and as true to a movie theater going experience as you can. So I'm going to be going a little bit more classic this time. I'm going to be getting, I'm going to get candy, bring some candy. I'm going to bring soda. There's popcorn I'm going to get. And I might go to a local store and get some stuff from the delis, you know, maybe try to find a hot dog or two. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But this is what I got so far. So I'm going to be bringing my Wonder Woman cup. I'll grab a couple cans of soda, throw that in a cooler with some ice, and I'll have a nice soda stash and I can put in this Wonder Woman cup right here. I will also be sneaking in a little selection of candies, little leftover Easter candies. You got some Reese's Pieces here. Got some Haribo Gummy Bears, well, I guess technically Gummy Rabbits, looks like. I got some Sour Patch Kids, Sour Patch Kids straws. And I have some Milk Duds. And I think that makes for a pretty solid movie choice selection, or candy selection for movies. So the game plan is I'm going to about an hour or two before the movie begins, before I can get into the parking lot, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to grab a bunch of ice because I don't have ice here, and I'm going to fill it up with fill a cooler up with ice. That way I have a nice ice supply for my soda, and that way I also have some stuff to keep the soda cold, first and foremost, actually. Then, after I do that, I'm gonna go to. There's a local movie theater, independent movie theater here in the city. I've pre-ordered some popcorn. They're selling popcorn, candy, and beer. I've ordered some bags of popcorn for them because I want to support, you know, local businesses in this time. And I've ordered some popcorn, so I'll get fresh movie theater popcorn. And then after I get all that stuff, I'm gonna go to the center, wherever this is, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to watch a movie. So I'm probably going to do this a little bit different today. I'm probably going to be documenting this. As you know, usually, if I go to a theater, I'd have to stop filming when I get inside, essentially. But since I can film the entire time, I might do a little bit of filming while this thing is going, so you guys can see it. A little bit of cinema verite style. So, I got all my candy, got all my soda, let's rock and roll. So we are in line here at the entranceway for the drive-in movie. A lot of cars, but we'll get settled, get parked, and then I'll show you guys what we got to snack on. So we're here, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between. Here's our setup, what we got. So I have my Wonder Woman cup with some ice and some Cherry Coke Zero in there. I got a cooler in the back where I have some ice and extra soda right here, so if I need a refill. I ordered some popcorn from the movie theater, and I added it with butter, and this is what they gave me. Pretty nice, pretty substantial bag. But this is kind of odd. This is the butter they gave me, so I think they expected us to melt it in our home. That's fine. It actually tastes pretty good without the butter, but I think they definitely expect you to be microwaving this at home. But that's not a problem. But next time I know that they're going to give us that butter. For candy, again, we got some Milk Duds here. We got Sour Patch straws. We got the Haribo Gummy Bears. or gummy Easter bears or whatever, and then some Reese's Pieces. And I also went to the store and got a little corn dog here. But what I didn't know is that there would be vendors here. And so I actually ordered a foot-long hot dog. And this is the first time opening it. This is going to be my reaction. Let's see. Oh, they got some ketchup and mustard packets in there. That's very nice. Ooh. Oh. That is a foot-long hot dog. Never seen that before. Well, that looks mighty tasty. So I think the way my snacking game is going to go here is I think I'm going to go, I'm going to eat the hot dog now. It's going to be my dinner. I'm going to try to save as much as I can for the movie. The movie starts in about 40 minutes or so. So I think I'll eat the hot dog. That'll be good dinner. And then everything else will kind of be I'll save for the movie. Yeah, let's rock and roll. And we are back. This is the morning after. The drive-in movie got done just about, I think about 12 o'clock, around midnight. So it went pretty late. So I was a little tired to finish the rest of this video right after the movie. But here are some of my morning after thoughts. So, as you saw in the car, I had quite the snack spread of some movie snacks. And overall, I would say it was a pretty solid snacking experience. I think, you know, due to the nature of drive-in movies, I don't know if this is normal with most of them, but the movie actually, it didn't start till like an hour after we got there because, you know, everybody has to drive in and get settled and you could order food and stuff. So I ended up eating a lot of the snacks actually before the movie, which I had no problem with because I was, you know, there was nothing else to do except wait, go on your phone, have some popcorn and a hot dog and stuff. The hot dog was good, as you saw. It was a foot-long hot dog. That was pretty good. I had that. I had the popcorn. I had a really nice assortment of candy as well, as you saw. The Milk Duds. Well, the thing with the candy is, you know, it's been getting quite hotter, you know, around this time. So candy can be tricky during the summertime. So what I did, which I thought worked really well, was I put the candy in the fridge for the entire day up until I left for the movies. Then when I left for the movies, I put it in the cooler. Now the cooler is a little bit cooler, obviously, than a fridge, so there was it wasn't as warm, but the candy started to warm up. That way the Milk Duds didn't freeze. They were nice and firm when they started, but then they started to soften a little bit. So it was the perfect texture, perfect, you know, softness of the Milk Duds. So I would definitely recommend doing that. The Sour Patch Straws, when they're colder like that, they don't get as sticky. So that was really nice. I actually didn't eat the Reese's Pieces at all. I think I was too full from everything else. But then the gummy bears I did eat. The gummy bears tasted great when they were kind of a little bit more firm and solid. The popcorn, as I said, was pretty good. The movie theater gave us this weird, you know, cup of butter. I was a little surprised at that. I was disappointed there was no extra butter. However, the popcorn tasted great on its own without the extra butter. It tasted really good. And so keep that in mind if you order buttered popcorn from certain movie theaters. They might expect you to heat up the butter after the fact. So, let's see. I had the popcorn, I had the candy, soda. I had Cherry Coke Zero, but then also when I ran out of Cherry Coke Zero, I switched to orange vanilla. Oh, I'm sorry. I had Cherry Vanilla Coke Zero, 2 cans of that. When I ran out of that, I had orange vanilla Coke Zero, also very good. And I ended up not even finishing the orange vanilla Coke Zero because, you know, drank a lot of liquids by that point. The hot dog, as I said, was good, pretty good. It was a foot-long hot dog. The hot dog itself, the sausage itself, was better than the bun. The bun was a little, firm, a little, almost stale maybe. I'm not sure the right word. But it wasn't as good as the hot dog, but it was still, overall, it was a good hot dog. You can't expect very much when you're, you know, ordering a hot dog, I suppose. Yeah, and so those were the snacks I had. Oh, and the corn dog. The corn dog was you know, had I known that there would be hot dogs there at the event, I would have not got the corn dog, but I did, and I'm glad I did because it was a pretty good corn dog. Even after it was sitting in the car after maybe an hour of picking it up from the store. So there you have it, folks. That was all. That was all the snacks. Everything went well. If you go to a drive-in this summer, I would highly recommend that you get some of those items to make it feel more like a movie. And the benefit of going to a drive-in is, of course, that you can always sneak as much food as you want. And honestly, you'll probably get super full, in the beginning of the movie. And so, that is a warning, a little bit of a warning, but also a challenge to some of you hardcore snackers out there. Just be aware that, know your limits. It's important to know your limits. As we saw last episode with my Middle Earth experience, it's not always the stomach can only stretch so far. Excuse me. So be aware of that when you're planning your snacks for your drive-in movie theater experience. And I would highly recommend this as a great replacement for going to the movies. I hear the cinemas are going to be opening up soon in July, about mid-July. Now, I might do a separate video of this. I probably will, actually. But I would actually highly recommend people. I get it. You want to go to the movies. I'm there with you. I'm going to be first in line to see Tenet when that comes out because I just miss going to the movies theaters that much, and I miss that experience. But it's Corona time. And it's probably not a good idea to snack at the movies right now. So I would actually recommend not to snack at the movies, but maybe what you could do instead is get some of the popcorn and concessions at the movie theater after your movie, take that home, and then watch another movie. And then there you go. Now you actually have real movie theater popcorn to eat at home. But that's another topic for another video. We'll get into that later. Next time, I think I'll be updating you on, hopefully, I'll go to another drive-in or I'll go to a real theater sometime soon. If not, just stay tuned and I'll see you next time.